What's up, everybody? UFC 129 is around 2 weeks' time, and the card is looking seriously stacked. This is the first of a number of videos that I'm going to make, giving my comments and feedback and my predictions into what I think is going to transpire at the pay-per-view. Now, before I get deep into that, make sure you go to my website, howtobeanMMAfighter.com. I'm giving expert advice and tips on how you can get into the fight industry and hopefully make your dreams come true. There are many different aspects and things that you need to consider before you become an MMA fighter. I talk about these in great length and in great detail, so I would urge you to come to my site and have a look so that I can help you make your dreams come true. Now, UFC 129 is looking really, really promising at the moment. Some of the matches that are on the card are looking really, really great. One of these particular matches that I'm looking forward to is Lyoto Machida versus Randy Couture. Now, 2 years ago, Lyoto Machida was being rated as the best light heavyweight in the world and was on many experts and fans' pound-for-pound lists for being the best fighter in the world. He was running down competition. He ripped the light heavyweight title away from Rashad Evans' waist in brutal fashion. He was knocking out and defeating men of the caliber of Rich Franklin, Tito Ortiz, to name a few. Now, Lyoto Machida has reached a crossroads in his career. He has lost 2 straight and is in serious danger of perhaps being cut from the UFC. As I said, 2 years ago, this fight would have been unpredictable. But hey, in MMA, you're only as good as your last win. And Machida has lost 2 in a row and hasn't won for a while now. He lost in brutal fashion to Shogun in the rematch. In my opinion, he blatantly lost the first match, with Shogun as well. And, the somewhat aura that Lyoto Machida had 2 years ago in MMA has somewhat evaporated before my eyes. Randy Couture needs no introduction. UFC Hall of Famer, 2-weight division champion. Couture is a legend in the sport. And I think this will probably be his swan song before he bows out of MMA. Couture was saying that he only wants the top fights and the best of the best. And although Lyoto Machida has been on a bad run, he is still one of the top 4, top 5 light heavyweights in the world. This match will be very intriguing, and it'll be interesting to see how Lyoto deals with the pressure that's on his back. He probably is not used to being in this situation because this is the first time he's actually lost 2 fights in a row in his career. So his style is very elusive. He doesn't really run at his opponents. He's more of a counter fighter. How that's going to play into Couture's wrestling, we'd have to wait and see. It's going to be an interesting match. I would say Couture's tactics to win is do what he does best. Greco-Roman, get in the clinch, get Machida up against the cage, and, start to work him in the clinch by punches and knees. Size-wise, I think Couture may have a slight edge, and he needs to use that to take Machida down and really just beat him up on the ground. Machida is going to come into this fight. I don't think he's going to change the tactics that have helped him win, many accolades in MMA. He's going to be elusive. He's going to be looking to counter anything that Couture does. Couture's best advice for me is to not stand with Machida. Couture has got great boxing, but it's not on the level of Machida's striking and kicks. Machida is a very technical striker, pinpoint accuracy, and Couture needs to be aware of that and respect that, which I'm sure Randy, being the veteran that he is, obviously does. Having said all of this, it's going to be a great matchup, but I'm predicting Lyoto Machida is going to get back to winning ways. I'm going for a unanimous decision victory over Couture. He's definitely going to win, I believe. I think Couture, this is going to be 1 fight too many for him. I know he's riding off a 2 or 3 fight win streak, but let's be realistic. The competition he was facing wasn't really on par with some of the best in MMA. This is probably Couture's stiffest test that he's had for a while. And, Machida is going to come out and really show the world why he was once rated one of the most dangerous light heavyweights in the world. So I think this is going to be a great matchup. As I said, one of many great matches on the UFC 129 card, which I'm looking forward to. Check my other videos to see my other comments and predictions on some of these other fights. Don't forget to check out my site, howtobeanMMAfighter.com. Worth taking a look at if you're a lover of the fight industry. Worth taking a look at if you want to get into the fight industry. You know, check out my other videos, and I hope to see you guys real soon. Alright, take it easy.